Climate change is one of the most disruptive forces of our time. As we have seen in the earlier clips, extreme weather conditions are becoming more common. The threat of sea level rise is also very real, with sea levels projected to rise by almost 1 meter by the turn of this century, putting many of our favorite waterfront spots like Marina South Pier, that's where I'm standing, at risk of flooding. It is a huge challenge for us to tackle climate change. Hence, it is critical for us to harness our strengths, to take action and to build a better future for our children. Maritime Singapore is in a strong position today. We are the world's largest bunkering hub and the second largest container terminal in the world. However, the International Maritime Organization has already outlined its long-term goals for international shipping. Total annual greenhouse gas emissions will be halved by 2050. Singapore has also pledged under the UN Framework Convention for climate change to peak our emissions at 65 million tonnes carbon dioxide equivalent and to halve our emissions to 33 million tonnes carbon dioxide equivalent by 2050. From this, one imperative is clear. We cannot afford to ignore the call to decarbonize. I'm happy to share that we have already begun to take action, starting from today. We are developing our Maritime Singapore Decarbonisation Blueprint, which will chart the way towards a decarbonised Maritime Singapore in 2050. We aim to reduce the emissions from our port and harbourcraft operations while becoming a bunkering hub for clean fuels. We will also do our best to support the IMO in their efforts to promote clean and green shipping through the sharing of knowledge and best practices. We are also the first in Singapore to set up a global centre for maritime decarbonisation together with the industry partners to spearhead the energy transition through trials, test beds and technology partnerships. These are all small steps which we will go a long way in achieving our long-term climate goals. Maritime Singapore is well poised to tackle the threat of climate change, to transform challenges into green opportunities. We want our children to look back and be proud of the direction and steps we have taken. We want to give them the hopes and dreams to look forward to a better and greener future. Each and every one of us in MPA plays an important role to create this sustainable and livable future.
Sustainability is also integral to the design and master planning of the Tuas Next Generation Port, which will incorporate new technologies and energy-efficient processes to achieve new level of environmental sustainability. When fully operational, our Tuas Port will achieve consolidation of all container terminals at a single location at Tuas, which will eliminate inter-terminal haulage between terminals at the city terminus, Pasir Panjang terminus and Tuas terminal. Clustering port-related industries close to the port to reduce island-wide freight flows, which would otherwise result in long distance to various distribution locations on the island. Within Tuas Port, all automated guided vehicles and major container handling equipment will be electrified. The combined effect of these initiatives will enable us to achieve massive savings in greenhouse gas emissions. By definition, a green port is an economically and environmentally sustainable port, incorporating energy-efficient processes and a safe and clean environment. It should also be a community-oriented port designed for the very users who will be utilising the port facilities in future. Given Singapore's limited land and sea space, it is imperative for us to maximise the land use while building to a higher levels of land productivity. Hence, to optimise the limited sea space, Tuas Port will make use of caisson structures to give us solid berths, which is important for the berthing of large container ships.
We recognise the imminent threat of climate change and have incorporated measures to mitigate the impacts arising from climate change. To adapt to rising sea levels, the next generation port will have an operational platform of about 5 meters above sea level. As part of sustainable port development, Tuas Port also makes use of alternative fill materials to fill the caissons. This innovative method of construction also brings along a couple of benefits, such as reducing our reliance on sand, reduces the need for offshore dumping of dredge materials, and it will save us about $2 billion in fill material costs.
Looking further ahead, we are even exploring new possibilities to push the boundaries of environmental sustainability. We are also actively exploring the use of other locally sourced materials so as to reap the dual benefits of developing the port while ensuring that the development progresses sustainably. Hence, this is indeed an exciting space to keep a close watch on.